One of the most important pieces of the 2025 college football season just fell into place for Clemson. Cade Klubnik announces he's coming back for his senior season. Transparently, I didn't see him leaving via the portal or the NFL draft, but you never know. And I'm glad that he locked this down yesterday, late yesterday. Just now getting to it, but talk about that in just a second. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're here. If you like talking college football, you like talking Clemson football, you like talking trash about, college football, this is your channel. I hope you'll subscribe. It is free. Cade Klubnik, a guy who came out of high school, 6A Texas football, playing at the highest level of high school football. I mean, he did things that, good grief, most can't. Most players will never have that type of high school career. He comes into Clemson, it's not the best situation. Does he hit the portal? Does he run away? Transparently, I wouldn't blame him, especially after last year. No, he stays. We saw an incredible improvement this year, and there's a lot of reasons for that. We could break it down. Offensive line being coached by Matt Luke, getting the extra star power from the true freshman Wesco and Moore. We could talk about a second year under Garrett Riley. All of this is worthwhile. All of that has to be brought into the equation. And as he grows as a player, you're seeing him rush the ball less and less. Why would he rush a pass? I don't know. The offensive line was so bad, as soon as he snapped the ball, he screamed and took off running for his life. He was about to get killed. That's why you will stare down receivers and rush passes. But we saw an incredible improvement by him this year. And let's just talk about some of the numbers he's put up. Now, in his freshman season, and some of you are like, Brian, why are you bringing this up? I think it's great to see the maturation of Cade Klubnik up to this point. His first season, he was sitting behind DJ. Things were not going well. Everybody was ticked off about the 2021 season and how that ended. People were unhappy with what just happened in the South Carolina game, losing by 1 point in Death Valley when all you had to do was run the flipping football. You get to that conference championship game, playing against Drake May in the University of North Carolina. DJ goes out there. It doesn't look good. They bring in Cade. He wins a conference championship. He turns around. He plays against the hottest Tennessee team they had had since Philip Fulmer was there. He threw 55 passes. Get this, in 2022, as a true freshman, he threw for 100 passes. 55 were in that game. They should have ran the ball in that game, by the way. Go rewatch that. But anyway, had a lot thrown on him at one time. Really didn't get the fairest shake. Well, I think fair, Brian. Yes, I agree with you, but when it's within our power on an individual basis to make it fair, let's stop holding on to that like some type of sickness. They could have set up Cade for a little better transition at quarterback. They didn't, and he personally paid for it. The very next season, we know what happened in 23, lost 4 games. He passed for 2,844 yards, 19 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. In the offseason, Sweeney said 5 of those were not his fault. I don't know what the breakdown of that is, but hey, I wouldn't doubt it. This year, 3,639 yards, 36 touchdowns, so 17 more touchdowns, almost double what he threw last year. He played 1 extra game compared to last year. He had the conference championship game. And he threw 6 interceptions. We saw Cade run the football with more authority this year. He was trusted more with his legs. And what did we see out of that? We saw Cade Klubnik take over in a way that we haven't seen. Again, you go back to he and Garrett Riley having a second year together. You have Matt Luke coaching those guys up in front of him. As the season went on, unfortunately, Maffa got banged up. So you look at this, and it makes you feel good. Now, let's pause there for a second. Now, I see in the live chat right now, a lot of people bringing up what I'm about to bring up. This does not fix the defensive coordinator problem that we have. This does not fix the problem. And what I mean by that is right now, we don't know who's going to be the defensive coordinator next year. By the way, folks, Wes has not been fired. I've talked about guys who could replace him. There's rumors everywhere that he's going to Oklahoma to be joined with Brent Venables. Somebody asked me, well, why would Venables want him? To mentor him. I'm telling you, Wes Goodwin needs a little more time in the coaching oven with a mentor who can take him under his wing and say, listen, you're brilliant, but you're going to have to stop overanalyzing things. And I really believe that's the next step for Wes Goodwin. But technically, he's still the defensive coordinator at Clemson. Cade coming back gives us a shot at having a good season next year. It gives the wide receivers a shot of getting the football. It gives us a shot at winning more games. And the DC and any other position that Dabo should probably pull the trigger on now instead of every year firing someone. Go ahead and bring in the best coaches, because unlike other schools who want the best coaches, Clemson can actually get them. Other schools can't. Example, Matt Luke. So, Cade coming back gives us an incredible chance to have success next year. And I'm happy for him. Now, I've talked to some people who know him. I talked to one particular person who knows him and has praised the guy for not throwing anyone under the bus while this oddness has been going on. To where, you hear from one person, oh, Dabo's not calling plays. Another person says, well, Dabo's got his hands in it. Well, Garrett doesn't feel comfortable doing this. Oh, but that's because Dabo's saying this. Well, Garrett's trying this. And there's so much confusion. All the while, there's this guy who trots out on the field and tries to just be the equilibrium for the team. And I just want to tell you, I'm happy for him. I'm really, really happy for him. See in the comment section, a bunch of you in here, Grafnar, Roger Parks. Thank you for supporting the channel, my friends. I'm seeing Taco Gaming 75, Rob Ellen. See Justin Parrott. I see Brenda Valentine in here, Yancey Chapman, Michael Forrester, Shuggles D. I see Truett Graves, Christian Martin. There's a bunch of people in here. Thank you so much for reaching out. Folks, if you like what I'm doing, I hope you will subscribe. It is free. Please drop me a line. Hit the thumbs up. It's been great just covering Clemson football and college football this season. And so it's just going to continue. I'm just going to continue to talk Clemson and college football. I'm going to have, unless something changes, I'm going to have John Chapman from Sports Talk J on. He's going to talk about what's happening at Tennessee right now. Tennessee fully playing the transfer portal game. Not knocking them, by the way. I'm friendly to Tennessee. They play my Tigers. I want my Tigers to win. But right now, this is a team that's putting a lot of money into football, into NIL, and they're losing players. And it's kind of eyebrow raising who they're losing and who they could potentially lose. So I'm going to have him on to talk about Tennessee football. A little later today, I'm going to go on my buddy TJ's show, College Football Addiction, Double Fries, No Slaw. Going to talk to him about Clemson football, Cade coming back, and so on. So y'all be looking out for those videos. I want you to get over there in their comment section, say hello to them. And yeah, y'all take care of yourself. I'm going to go watch some football, and who knows, I may come back on here and talk about some games today. Y'all be good. As always, go Tigers.